Okay, we're live. Welcome to Mad Max again. I'm not entirely sure how far we've come since the last stream. I've done only a small amount of the story. I have, however, been tidying up the map an awful lot more. So you've got far more of these areas that are fully cleared out. Apart from, obviously, the scavenging locations, which there are a lot of. But yeah, we've cleared out the threat in an awful lot of regions. I did a race, which basically suggests to me that I've got to do all the races to get all the cars. Currently I'm working on Pink Eye's silo. So we've got the Survey Crew project at the far bottom right of the list there. And the Maggot Farm, which is actually a mission we need to complete. I don't know if that's... I'm not sure what that mission is, because I would have expected it to be blue somewhere. But obviously the name is not correlating with it. Anyhow, so we've got this location and this location. They're both rather tough camps from the look of it, and we're just going to go to them. Once we've got these parts and then worked out what that quest is we have to do, that will be that stronghold fully leveled up. Another thing, if I can just interrupt, I've been working on is the challenges. We are max rank at the moment, or rather, it says level 24 of Road Warrior. As we complete more of the challenges, that will keep going up, but you can't get, as far as I'm aware, you can't get above Road Warrior. So it's just going to have a numeric score as part of that. If I go to stuff like car combat, we've got the odd thing. Some are specific car-related ones, which we haven't even got to yet. That's border spikes. I haven't had many people jump onto the car while I've had border spikes on, so that, I guess, is something we need to get to. Shoot drivers, grind, shoot tyres. Now, head-on crashes are kind of hard, because it's not that often that they come towards you. And, I don't know. Ground combat. I have now done Unbeatable, so it says completed 0 times because that's for the next iteration, the next time I do it. But Unstoppable's the one that I think I'm going to have problems with. That one should be doable, I would have thought, with the shotgun. But you never know. Now those three I've already done, and you can see it says completed 0 times because obviously it's not very good at counting. It should at least be 1 already. So yeah, there's only 2 for ground combat. Car combat's kind of normal. Wasteland, this is like area completion. So we're just, you know, travelling around the world, doing these bits and bobs. That's everything completed. We've done quite a few of these, which is good. You can see our collectibles. We haven't done much in the way of cars. Some of that's down to just not having much scrap at all. Some of it's just we haven't done any races. The vehicle collection, I probably should actually go collect these at some point, but just haven't worked on it. Relics, they're going okay because we've been doing the scavenging locations, you see. Hood ornaments, done quite a few of the convoys so far. I found a few of the random ones that I've found around the place, and that's a bit of a crash. I will, however, stop here, because typically they give you some useful information for a nearby camp. And of course this is a nearby camp, so...
Wait here.
Hello.
You, Wasteland Walker. You got the looks of a warrior about you. I can tell you this much. The camp there, Warlord Scrotus property, has 3 big pumps working day and night. If you try your way inside,
Smaller, less
silence
dangerous.
their war cry at first. The fight's gonna get mighty tough. Hear me?
So far it's been okay taking out the war criers. That I don't typically have a problem with.
It's dangerous.
Tight perimeter, intel stored in the logs for explosives. Nice. Anything neat in here? Nope, nothing. I do notice we're a bit short on shotgun pellets. Or slugs, however you want to refer to them. Why won't it let me lock on with... hello? Okay, that's interesting. I haven't had that yet, where it's not wanted to lock onto things. Maybe that's just a one-off. Now you can see this tank up on the top here will fuel... Ooh dear. I got rammed by this. Surprisingly it's getting framey, but I think that's because of the explosions that are going, which typically shouldn't also happen at least that does the work for me. Well, I've got opportunity. Oh, really? Can it not? Okay, this vehicle doesn't have a battering ram on, so that's going to be a problem. Now that should make things quiet. Good. There are a few vehicles here that I haven't collected yet. I can see that one. I don't have in my... Hey chum, how you doing? Right. So it looks like the rocket I fired did disable what I needed to. Explosion restricted, okay. Level 4 harpoon. Now, if you listened earlier, I mentioned about intel, I assume, yeah, a sneaky little way to get past that gate. There's no difference, really. So what I'm going to quickly do is get our way to the war crier and shoot him. He provides a buff to these guys, which is a bit frustrating. Oh. Trying to pick... Oh. He won't let me pick it up, okay. Whew. Playing this. Ooh. Now the noise is because we're in Fury mode, which typically means you can kill things with fewer hits, but you can still get interrupted just like anything else, which is incredibly frustrating. Oh dear. They never typically tend to bunch up when you want to do that to get more people to blow up, which is a shame, really. It's better to throw it into the crowd of them, because then you get more splash damage. As you can see there, I didn't have enough opportunity to dodge the grapple. There's enough people here, aren't there? Okay, I went for an evasion there. Didn't come across. Right.
We come for you, the Legion of us.
You'll notice there that I got interrupted quite a few times, and even when presented with a prompt to not get staggered. Nope, could not get it. Oh dear. I might die here. This is the problem. My health is not full enough. I might just leave. Now the reason for this is the game is not that forgiving. If I lose all my health there, we'll have to start that entire section again anyhow.
Got it. You shoot the flare, and Chum Bucket comes to the rescue.
I think the better option here is to travel quickly to Jeets and then back here. And that is so we get a full refill of all of our water, ammo and the rest. And then we can resume trying to do that. I should have fast travelled straight from there, my bad. That one, wasn't it? You'll have to forgive my memory at times. I don't think I've been in the world enough to remember where the hell I was doing whatever. Looks roughly the area, doesn't it? And if we discover it's the wrong place, we can always fast travel to the other point. One thing I find odd about this car is sometimes I completely lose traction. And it's really odd. It's like the game doesn't know whether you've got grip or not. There are just some slopes where some vehicles just can't easily get up it. Okay, I tried to crash head on there to get a.
The red tank!
I know what you're saying, chum.
John, fix it, quick.
You can see now that we've got only 3 cars annoying us, and the frame rate is absolutely appalling. Which is a shame, really, because for the majority of the game it's actually rather enjoyable. Can I shoot that canister, please? No, it doesn't. So, you know, we said I hope to get ammo. We now have less shotgun ammo. Okay, this is the wrong camp. I must be a bit of a muppet. Oh well. We have to do both of them anyway. I really should have just persisted, but... The reason for taking those 3 vehicles on, obviously is just to complete the legends that we've been working through, the challenges even, sorry. The problem is there are requirements like defeating cars on foot. The problem is, once they've passed you once or twice, they then stop and get out. And it has to be a moving vehicle. And the more... Shush phone. The more armoured vehicles, the harder they are to... Okay, here's the bridge. The harder they are to actually target whatever you're trying to shoot. So it's just rather frustrating that if you want to shoot out the tank, you have to be in a specific position and hope they drive past you before they decide to stop and get out. And in the same way with head-on collisions, trying to actually get that organised is really rather hard because they just keep turning around and going back in circles. So I've only got 4 shots in the shotgun. No, wrong button. So now we have the exact same fight to do. And sometimes, because you're locked in animation, even hitting the button to parry doesn't fire because you're already doing something else. Now you can see there's an X there to... You can actually grab the weapon off them. So when that guy with the weapon hit me in the back, I didn't manage to dodge it, and yet it didn't do any damage. I'm very hurt, yeah. The thing is, when it's going to give you 30 enemies to fight, there is no way to recoup health while you're busy fighting. The other thing they like doing is throw stones. Yep. So it interrupts drinking health. So you actually have to go hide behind something. It's odd there are so many people to fight. Typically you only get this quantity when it's one of the fighting camps where you just have to kill a quantity of bad people. Yeah, it said that was perfect. I thought I was late. Oh. So you notice there's the charge they have when they get a bit mad. I haven't seemed to be able to easily parry that. So if you'll see my health, I am nearly dead here. Which might be a problem because that shield guy is kind of hard to parry. So I held X to pick up that weapon there. It's like, that's not what I wanted to do, thank you. Right.
You're the one throwing swamp.
Right, so we've taken his shield away, which now means that we can hit him more easily. However, he can still do really obnoxious attacks. Finally. Now, the camp isn't actually cleared out yet, so if we die between now and picking everything up, progress will be reset. As far as I can tell, there's no water source nearby, which means that, well, I think it's quite likely. You can also see that it's black and white and flickering. Yep, it's really obnoxious. And I fully expect that we've got more murdering to do inside here, maybe. I see the insignia there, but... there we go. So that's that camp cleared out. Now that means that they're not going to return here, those guys, so... it's technically done, but if we actually fully 100% it again, it will get away. It will then update and say, hey, you know, this is fully done now. The other problem with this game using bright red for things like the insignia points is when you're low on health, it's hard to see anything. Come on. just interaction in this world is problematic. It's definitely awkward and it's sometimes unresponsive. I was holding X quite a few times there and it just did not accept it. Kind of surprised there isn't something over there actually, but I did expect it. Okay, there's water in the back here. I'll take it. Rather unfortunate that we got so little water out of that. Yay, colour. Right. Can't mount that, okay. Why not? There we go. And the survey crew basically plots the scavenger locations on the map. And it's going to take the camera away from us. There we go. Now that means that camp is fully done. It does not need to be tackled at all. Okay. Do forgive me a second. Wrong way. There we go. You will see people angle grinding. That basically means this camp's populated. So every so often, this camp will now provide scrap for our main base, which is handy. Oh, shush you. Now we'll go to that camp that we were going to tackle. Apologies, I was just checking something. Right, let's go straight there. That large dust cloud there being kicked up signifies that there's a convoy there. That is a lot of snipers.
There's a campsite.
Gotta get in there.
I do apologise, the aiming for the sniper is terrible. Whew. That took a long while to actually point out that the war crier is dead. Now I don't believe I can shoot those out. These, however... Oh no. Okay, same thing. There are some that have red gas cylinders on the underside of them, so... Might not be able to get that one because there's a fence there. How am I even seeing that? That's through a wall. Do you think we can shoot through this fence? Nah, okay. We've got 6 shots, so why not? See what I meant about the car going really slow? Typically this slope I'd be able to go up easily. Obviously Chum's driving, so he might care for his baby a little more, but...
I need in. There's gotta be a weakness.
That was a headshot, thank you, game. That should have killed this sniper.
Woo! No more long-hurled lead for him.
Okay, we'll just go down there now. We're just going to drive around while Chum reloads the Thunder Poon. God, that sounds like a ship name. Grinder? Is that this vehicle up here? Completely whiffed there with that shot. As I said, just trying to go for the challenges.
Remember those colours.
There we go. I see there's also a cylinder there for fuel, but we'll attack that when we're up there. If it's possible to.
She's in pain.
Yeah. It'll be fine. Okay. Maybe we should have tackled that gas cylinder then, considering. Oof. I was nowhere near that, I swear. Now you can see that camp alerted is at the top of the screen. We should be able to ignore that, really. It doesn't make much of an effect. So it looks like that should be a shortcut. Is this an entrance? Yeah. Right, so this is a fighting camp, as I mentioned earlier. So there's going to be a lot of fighting in here. Typically there's small arenas like this as well. Again, the frame rate, gosh. It's... I don't think there's anything on the PS4 that should be causing issues. Also, I see my health is ridiculously low again. And we've got no healing. I love the way I come prepared. Yep. So I hit triangle there, and that was one of the double ones. You've got to press it twice, and I fluffed it. My bad. The game does store state of things like sniper towers in the environment. I haven't fully worked out yet whether it remembers sort of like snipers at camps. So we're actually going to fast travel there and see if it's lost any of the progress we made on the outside of it. Again, the game's just not that forgiving there. We have fully leveled up Max with the tokens, the Griffer tokens, is it? So he has more vitality than he otherwise would. But that's about it. Okay, so still don't have any water, but we are full health now, which I'll take it.
Hear that? We got company! We cut ears and roast that for a
You'll see that if you start swinging a weapon, you can't then dodge. It seems kind of... Oh, no. I swear I am hitting these. How is it? Okay. I got the second one, but even still. The reason I'm not doing the executions as they are offering them is because typically you get punched in the back while you're trying to complete them. The game's just not forgiving and doesn't give you time to murder people without getting completely pissed off. I don't think the combat's enjoyable. This. You basically spend the entire game hitting triangle and then you wait to have an opportunity to murder something. Come on. Now you'll notice that a perfect parry will give you the opportunity to go for a straight, like, high damage move. However, the timing on it's really tight, and I'm just not good at getting that timing right. Fingers crossed there's some water around because I need it. And this is the thing, I'm likely to die on the next floor. They have been quite forgiving. They typically do put waters, like a water stand before a fight with people. Maybe there's actually something out here. Great. Great. Great, great. Actually, that's the other side I went in, so... I could travel to go get water, but then it would lose the progress I've made here. You can see how frustrating this game is. Actually, let me turn my jumper off. It's getting a bit hot. The other thing is I've been enjoying the world more now that I've been exploring the scavenging locations, because they've done a really good job at what we typically, or what the critical community typically lauds Bethesda for doing, environmental storytelling. And some of the scavenging locations are really detailed, well thought out, inventive, decorative, and different. They're oh so different. Yes, everything's made of metal and the old random plank of wood, but they've got such a variety that they're awesome. And that's one thing I'd say that an awful lot of games lack. And I'm impressed with the variety they've got here. I hate the fighting. I don't think car chasing is enjoyable at all. Either they run away when they're taking too much damage, or they just turn around on the spot, or they get out of the car. It's just not reliable enough, frankly. And the reason I've not cleared the threat out in this top area is because I need to do more car combat challenges, which seems silly. That's what I tend to do in open world games. I'll explore to make the world more peaceful, so that I can enjoy it more. You know, I can be in it. I can wander. Because that's what I appreciate. Games that let me just sort of. I mean, look at this. I really appreciate the time of day system they've got, the weather effects. Though I actually really hate the storm. I mean, it looks great. Just the fact it's so easy to die in it is my beef with it. But look at this. There is pretty much nowhere else in the game that is. You know, I've been in a couple of little towns. Some have built up buildings. Some have got like barricaded streets and the rest. This is the first one that sort of has been leveled this much to the ground. And then you've got obviously some gasifers.
The harpoon! I used the magnum opus to pull it down!
I wonder if the game's just been running a bit too long, because it's definitely framier than it was earlier. But oh, we had pulled it down already, chum. Okay. Definitely need a better harpoon for that. Ooh.
We are posted into glory!
Wait here.
Yes, gladly. It is my sacred place.
We now have full water and full health. Okay, so it has remembered the state. We have killed 8 fighters. It doesn't feel like we killed 8 fighters. It feels like we killed quite a few more than that. Well, that's 9 at least. That's 10. It would definitely help if the camera wasn't butts, because sometimes it gets too close to the wall and then so triangle square, someone else goes to hit me, it's busy with the square so I can't triangle fully. It doesn't cope well with more than like 3 people. It also seems to auto-target hits, so if you push in a direction, you know, towards me, towards the screen that is, and hit punch, and it's decided it wants to target another enemy, it doesn't come off. Okay, so that was 6. I think I had to do 8 in Fury Time, or whatever it's called. So I definitely need to have a bit more time to reload if I want to get that challenge done. It might be worth just getting the parts in this camp and returning later on, because I do think there will be an advantage to completing the challenges before the game is done. So I don't want the world to be barren and then find it really hard to complete some of the awkward challenges. And I think that's the only one that's sort of a mass fighting one I've got left to do. Haven't missed anything, have I? There are insignia. I imagine there's 1 per level. I mean, 1 per building. Okay, I see there's a door there. Oh, is that an explosive door? No, okay, it's good. While I have the chance, let's have a drink. I wish this was quicker. It is ridiculously slow to drink. I get why they've done it, but it tends to be you're either more than able to drink, or you're swarmed with enemies. There's no balance between the two. Can you? Okay, so can you see that said kick open? This is the problem I have with interactions in this game. It just, the game sometimes isn't doing what it says on the screen it's going to do, which is frustrating. I saw there was, yeah.
from behind. Look out! He's drunk! Watch out! That film didn't break it, so...
I think the problem... It might just be the game's got too many characters. So you saw that I parried the guy with the melee weapon and went to grab it by hitting X, and the other yellow dude went to hit me, and that interrupted it, which is immensely frustrating. Now, as you've seen, if you perfectly parry something, then it will automatically do whatever it would do for this finisher move, basically. God, that was annoying. I take it the part's in the top of the next one up. Right, if you have a melee weapon, when you want to destroy these, it will take 2 hits. So it's quicker, but it also wears down your melee weapon. So it's not worth it, really. But then it's also not worth dropping, doing that, and picking it up, because it takes ridiculously long. Okay, I don't seem to see anything else here. Be interested to know, once you've done that, if you go up a level, you know, how... I don't know. 10 more... I guess the whole purpose is that that flame tube at the door is meant to discourage. Okay, so I guess we're going down to fight these people. I should go down just to look for scrap, and I guess we have to anyway. There's a weapon there. More ammo, always handy. Okay, I guess they're repairing an insignia there. Let's just check this central point again. How would they get up here? Is it from over here? So we fought in here before we died the first time. There must be bits and bobs in here to pick up. That's where we come in, right? Okay. One is obviously going to be the entrance that we came in, one is not. We do not want to walk into that flame again. Okay, so let's return to where we were, and I assume there's going to be a door on the other side that has then a staircase that goes up to the top of the gasifer. Glad I came that way. one of the things where I typically think that they're going to be dotting them all over the place, the scrap, that is. So I have to be thorough. Ah. Again, it'd be nice if Max drank that water directly, so you wouldn't have to fill up, drink, fill up. It's just an awkward interaction. And obviously the entire point is to fill up your canteen. But that 100% bonus water is awesome. Okay, I really should have twigged that there was a different staircase. My bad. Wait, how does one get over there? I'm being silly. A different ladder, okay. So only 8 enemies at the top here. I say only 8, but you know they're going to be kind of an obnoxious fight. Okay, and there's that insignia, so that's good. Well, I wanted to murder them. Gonna take this petrol can, because typically, there you go. They do that because there's gonna be an explosion door. That should prevent the flame on the door downstairs. Kind of grim. Just see if there's anything by this chair. Nope. Camera angle, what are you doing? Okay, that's all the scrap. There's a relic here somewhere. Did I not explore that fully? Let's just double check it's not like tucked under or behind something. And it may even be I do like that when it thinks we've left the zone of the area we're in. It typically looks like a photo album, and the icon is a postage stamp on the HUD. Okay, so if it's definitely not here, I have to expect it's down in this other space. It may even be in the camps down there, actually. But let's just have a quick look. I don't think I was thorough enough here, that's for certain. There's a chair there, might have something on it. Nope. It may indeed be outside. I guess there's no way to easily get down, is there? Shame. I'd have loved to have zip-lined all the way down. It's quite okay if we haven't got that relic this time through. I can quite thoroughly search at a later date. Can I? Not easily. It's not like... no. I was expecting, because there was scrap in the equal and opposite chair in the other gasifer, that it might be there. Yeah, it's not typical that that it's not easy to get quickly out to the exit. There always tends to be a zip line to get back near the start, so that surprises me.
I can feel it in my gut ropes. My God,
It's fine.
it's out there.
Maybe in this bus? Okay, well, we can return another day for that. So as far as I'm aware, that's returned to Stronghold. We should have enough to deliver scrap now as well. Oh, this is why I've not been able to find the Daily Bread mission. Apparently, some people have said it can bug for them. Unless, of course, that mission's not been given to us yet because we have to do the other one. I think, was it that one that we were asked to do? Okay, so that's the 1000 load, and there should be a 1500, which I don't think we can afford yet, can we? There we go. It does this little animation every sort of 2 or 3 upgrades or so. Basically to show that it's expanding, it's improved. Well done, good work. Still looks kind of like a shithole though. Okay, so... okay, we'll need 1000 scrap for that. That might take another hour, I guess it is, in real time. Let's clear that other compound then. We'll fast travel nearby, because whether we're lazy, but it's our time, and the game's already large enough as it is. It's definitely time consuming, and not always for the right
The oil
reasons.
chunking camps, Saint. If we destroy them, the war boys will have no reason to linger.
I think that's possibly the reason why I'm souring on open worlds, that I know they want to put enough in to keep people playing and to get their money's worth, let's say. But an awful lot of it is just to give people the idea that they're getting their money's worth, and it's I don't know. I don't know how you make it more interesting. Even these camps are rather tedious because I hate the sniper aiming. As I said, the environment has an awful lot of storytelling in it. The problem is, the aiming. I don't know. I'm only pushing down diagonally at the moment, and it keeps sort of resetting it up to the right because it thinks I want to auto aim up there. It's like, no, thank you, game. I don't need that. Well, okay. I meant to do that, obviously. That really should... Oh, wow. See, I thought I hit that sniper full in the face. I guess it was like, nope. No, you didn't. Oh, I see. Do I need to... I probably need to go this way a bit to get... Entirely sure what it's doing. Good. I can't see any red tanks from this view. I know there was one on the left hand side of the door. Ah, there's one there. And there's the other one. Overshot it. Now it's always handy to take out the war criers from outside, but I don't think with their positioning that we can. So we're going to enter. Really? That level? Can I get that? That's 400. That's a... no, I can't. Okay. Well, that sucks.
We gotta steer clear.
Well, they wrecked me, didn't they?
I'll do all I can.
Assume that one's gonna... Okay, no gas cylinder on that one, so we can't really do much.
I've got her healed up. Let's fly.
I was wondering if we could shoot from up here. Maybe if we took the car further up. No, it wouldn't be able to mount that, would it? Maybe, let's try this right hand side. Okay, it definitely won't let us mount that. Oh, okay. Yes, it will. Nice. Okay, pretty much confirmed we can't shoot. Did we get any intel? I didn't actually look. There's no one nearby. Right, I will be right back in 2 minutes. Right, that's what she was on about. There we go, back. My twin was asking me about compost a minute ago, and I had no idea. That's the voice you probably would have heard. So just went to go ask. Yeah. Is that a side entrance I can go through? Typically all of these camps have a side door that Intel... There you go. That Intel talks about, and they tend to be fairly well signposted. Look at all these bricks. Look at that. I know obviously the textures are all over the place, but look at that. Pig and Sticker. That's an interesting name, isn't it? Okay. Okay, I don't know why it fired an extra time there. I was doing nothing. Yeah, I shot, and because it's playing the other animation for the other one of the enemies, it kept doing that, and then they just went backwards without... The game just has this odd thing about interrupting animations and just not... Okay, this looks like another fight area behind there. Where's the other war crier? Oh. Yep, definitely in there. How would one... Oh, there's a ladder there, okay. I mean, it can't be because I'm streaming the game. I would have hoped not. That the performance is so crappy. I know I had another application loaded for streaming. I wonder if that... Let me just check the close application menu. Okay, iPlayer was loaded, but that's shut now, so... There's a ladder over there. Guess I can't go over there. We'll see if that's going to improve anything at all. I don't think it will. Okay, that shows that that has taken damage, so... It's ramming restricted, can't be poured, but I bet we could probably... We probably could have Thunderpooned that quite a bit. We probably should have done that, actually, thinking about it. We're going to go quick because there he is. That's just to make sure that they can't get buffed. There are an awful lot of people in here, and I'd rather there wasn't. I mean, I'm glad that charging enemies like that do damage to other people, but even still. It then just makes everything a bit manic. Oof. The other thing is sometimes it can't work out who wants to attack, so you just have to... Because obviously I want to make sure I parry everything. And then it picked the wrong target for my punch, so I didn't manage to get... Oh. Will you stop interrupting me? Thank you. Well, this is bad. I mean, it's good that we've cleared up so many, but I need to drink some water. Typically doing that when they can't sort of charge around the corner. Ooh. Didn't notice that before, but the knife comes through the back of their head, which is a bit... I don't appreciate that it's called a Punisher, because I think possibly that killing someone isn't punishment. I mean, I think killing someone's abhorrent anyway, but... I also probably shouldn't have opened that area, because it's probably asking for not fun. Are you guys gonna come around the corner? Come on, do your charge, please. Come on. So you do punch. Okay, it's not. You need to open them up to enable you to do a shield shatter. I'm just a bit worried now that I'm going to get... I don't want to say double team because I don't think that's really appropriate. But they definitely gang up at times, which means they interrupt. Of course, I did a finishing move there and got interrupted. It's like, oh, it's a finishing move. Why'd you let that be interrupted? For gosh sake! I do appreciate that the shield shatter only takes one blow while you're in fury, but even still, it's interrupting finishing moves. Not on, I don't think. There's only two of us here. That shouldn't have happened. Can you... That's another thing. If the prompt is pick up loot and I hold X, it should not decide I actually meant drop weapon. No, busy. I said half an hour.
I was just saying do it in the morning.
Okay, fine.
Work till 12.
Okay. Well, that's a nice interruption. Apologies for that. Is there really nothing like... Okay. Okay, there's a ladder there. Let's just check. Is there anything? No. Okay. That is weird. It is odd for them to have that sort of loop without having like an insignia or something tucked away. It might just be I missed it, but anyway. There is one there to our left. And another water carrier, that's good.
Need to fill up on water.
I know, Max. Okay, see, there's scrap up there. But I imagine we can't get to that unless we go loop around. Right, so we now descend the ladder back to here and go through that thing. Okay, so that's the return trip. Did you just see that? Was that just the... Okay, it's just the ambulance occlusion. That typically happens when you have shaded things around the edges. You can see how it's lighter where the steps are when it's in the corner of the screen. That actually might just be instead a baked lighting texture, you know, and it just pops out the field of view as to how they're scoping the textures. Piglet. Cool name. All I mean is once it leaves the camera viewpoint, it discards it. So that's likely more. It's more that than. Okay, we can get that straight away. Anything to do from up here? Not that I can see. I think I missed anything. Okay, let's keep going. We still have another area with the war crier. That's in the next room there. I guess we drop down here? Yeah. I can't bash anything here, can I? I see... I wonder if there's anything below us directly on the roof of that. Chum is very happy with himself.
Not if we outrun it.
That's one thing I'd appreciate the game not to do when you're doing like a camp or something. Kicking up a storm. I mean, it's cool, but by heck. Because it's just going to make everyone get knocked over while they're doing stuff. Wow, we're going underground? Okay. Well, that might be a good thing then, to hide from the storm. There's an insignia. Well, that's interesting, having it on the back of a door. That you have to hit right. That doesn't look ominous at all. I kind of expect we're just going to be going back up in a second anyway. Yeah. Okay. Small fight in this next room now. Great, it's these little buggers. They're like the enemies in Rage. Incredibly fast, mostly pointless. I'm really impressed that he failed to hit all three of them there, even pushing in the directions of them. Okay, so I came in there. For some reason there's a lamp. A doorway here. Well lit. Okay. Fuel. We may need to explode a door. Yes. Well, that was complicated. I mean, I get it. I think there are a few too many explosive doors where I have to go find the thing to explode them with. Because there aren't any weapons that Yeah, there aren't any weapons that Max carries that are automatically obviously explosive. He can't kit himself out with like those explosive what are they? Bangoliers? I can't remember the word. Gosh damn it. But that's the thing. It's you can't upgrade yourself to have that skill, so you still have to mess around with. Ah, good water. No insignias. It's one of those things that refilling health is so slow that it's really unlikely you're going to actually use that. So all you're doing there is topping your health up. Which is fine, but inevitably pointless. How many? 2 insignias and quite a bit of scrap. Right. Ooh, okay.
Will I go with your screams for ages? You come into my house now.
So at least he sounds roughly Aussie. Unlike the pro tag. No thank you, Warcryer. We don't want you. Oh no, a boss fight of these guys. Ooh. Okay. Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. Now, there was one boss that we got intel for that they were like, they don't like flames. And one's like, you should shiv them. Cool. I guess this is not available to... Yeah. Because that's the thing you turn off after the boss fight. Pretty much all of them you basically just stagger and then shiv. So that means a heavy attack, a light attack, some more attacks. Cool. I definitely evaded there. Thanks again. Come on then. Probably should have done another punch then, but meh. See if any Bloodborne fights were this simplistic. Nice. Surprised at how much scrap and insignia we didn't go through, but again. Oh yeah, body colour.
Done. Now to get a beat on that thing in the silo.
That thing in the silo. I guess we can't go up to that. Is there anything else to do in this area? Could get some more water, but we're going to be going straight back to the stronghold now anyhow. Okay, so this is where the sniper was. I should actually look. Any insignia? Oh, there's one up there on the back of that fence. Did we miss that? Huh. Or have we not? It's kind of hard to think about where we were. I'm pretty sure we're up on that. Oh. Okay, there's just a random ladder now. Was that down earlier? Should I drop down into this thing? Oh, yeah. There's scrap over there. Huh. There's also a zip line here. I kind of... Can I zip on that? No, I can't zip on that. I have to zip from that one up there. Okay, we're going to go down here. It's honestly rather odd to have this section just be so barren. Really should have shut the window. Just got to fly. So how does one get up there? This ladder? Ah, okay. How do I go higher? There's a ladder there. Oh, it's on the outside, okay. That's kind of clever. So I'll take the fourth one will be inside this. Whoops. Yeah, I held X and it was like, nope. Nope, you did not get in the box for enabling the zipline, so you're just going to die. My bad. I'm so used to other games just sort of getting that right that I'm just, yeah, my bad. At least we can get back inside with that ladder facing the silo, so we can get back up there pretty quickly. I do want to do that though. To complete that camp, there's no point.
Storm is brewing good. Go for shelter. Need water.
Oh, cool. I don't think I've shown a storm on stream, so can we... look at this. Right. It is pretty cool, especially the effect as it migrates from this front to being inside of it. So let's see if we can... we want to change to the harpoon. Now how awesome is that? Now the audio might be a little overwhelming, so apologies. What I am, however, if I can get there, I want to go harpoon one of these boxes. Actually, what I might be able to do instead is just... well, that's a problem. This is bad because it is kind of impossible to stand up in the storm. I mean, you can see how much we're getting buffeted around. Ah, cool. So they've managed to run over this box now, which means if we pick it up, we get 100 scrap each. Of course, what we should do is try and get inside as quickly as possible. Problem is, at times you just get locked into getting hit with debris and thrown about, and I've died in this storm quite a few times because it's kind of hard to look after yourself. And the enemies, of course, are coming for me. It's like, no thank you. We're going to try and climb this ladder. Nice. Now you can see on the map that the those boxes with loot in are still around, so we could actually go harvest them, and I think we should really. Why? Because it's 140 scrap each. Let's get Chum nearby. Now what happens is, if we leave the range of these boxes, they will despawn. So we really should go there as soon as possible. I'm also happy we managed to discover a minefield while we're messing around in the storm. Oh dear. The odd thing is the boxes don't respond to explosives particularly well. Splash damage does nothing to them. Physical damage by running them over does, however. So it just seems a bit odd, really. Right. There's only one more, and we'll go do that now. And then we'll go back to inside that gasifier. If scrap was more available, I would definitely not bother with that. But 150? Absolutely awesome. Definitely worthwhile. Now when we got near this, it gave a different name for this building, which I think is kind of weird in itself. So what are these? Reach the silo. Okay, so I guess our mission was meant to be get inside there? Okay. It's been a while. Oh dear. Outside, upstairs. I think we'll probably end the stream once we've done this activity and gone back to the stronghold. There we go. Yeah, you finally did it. Ah, I see there's some scrap on the roof. Would you please not? I'm trying to do some murdering here.
side.
Okay, it's I should do that once I have looted. So it appears this building is not attached to the other one in progression-wise. So I've actually missed an insignia in that base building. And I think... Oh, wasn't it on the fence at the top? Yeah, I should probably pop back there. Okay, this is off-map loot, apparently. Did that, didn't I? That's the ladder. Did that. Okay, so upstairs we go. Oh. Okay, how do we get to the roof? Is there a ladder? No. Do we just go back outside? Oh, maybe it's on the outer hull. Okay. That's kind of weird. Or even the outside. Okay. Now, is this the one that's for that over there? No. Another zip line. Nice. Okay. Right. Now, hold X, I guess? Yep.
I've got a
Return.
reward to collect.
Oh yeah. Rewards are the best. That's the wrong staircase, you muppet. Pretty sure I saw it there. Unless I did that already. Maybe I just missed one earlier on. It happens. We're going to fast travel after we've done this anyhow, so... Hardly as if we're wasting... Ooh, maybe it's back down there. Yeah, I did that one. Okay. There it is. Can you see it from here? It's in that window there. I could probably do that from the car, actually, thinking about it. It is very framey. To a weird degree. How do we get up there, do we think? Oh, that was... Okay, that was just past... the next section, wasn't it? Anyhow, done everything there. That guy's just about to come murder us, so that's bad. We should now fast travel. I think there's a mission after this one to get the maggot farm running, but that's okay. We have to go up. I think the strongholds are needlessly complicated. I know they obviously want to show, hey, you know, we can have this large environment, but I spent like 3 minutes earlier trying to find the what's it called? The survey crew table, the one that's down there. I wandered around this whole thing, and it's just a maze of everything, just for the sake of it.
It'll come to good use.
Still sounds like a fool's errand to me.
So is doing nothing. We cannot all give up and just wait to die. Now for my
Well,
righteous reward.
nice. We got given a photo. Doesn't seem that useful, really. No, silly. Ah, the worst addition to Firefox is Slash as starting search, quite frankly, in my opinion.
I'll find these landmarks. I'll find the loot.
So it's a petrol station.
That place. That highway. Must be to the north.
The wind catcher is functioning. They
Must
soon
be to
set
the north.
sail.
No one dry out
Perhaps, but the sail has another benefit. Collecting dew at dawn for drinking. The food remains a problem. I know an undiscovered place of the old world, full of tin cans. More food than you and I could ever eat. Bring back what we need, and you get all that remains. What do you think? Deal?
there.
It lies hidden in between these two locations. The cross marks the spot.
Mark the first point with a flare. It's always odd when you set a marker. Some of the icons, it's like, why do the icons change? Why do the scavenging locations just appear on the map when you set a marker? And of course, it's only when you do the quest one. If I go set a camp, it's fine. That is just so weird. Should I stream a little bit more? I don't mind just doing this next mission. That'll be interesting. So how do we actually, do we just... Okay, I thought we might go along the main road, but no, it's just a side road. Whoops. Potentially a problem, though.
Avoid the boom bounds hidden all around.
If I had known that there would be someone over here with intel, that would have definitely helped earlier.
I'm going. Wait here.
We've got the stop anyway for Chum to repair, so why not?
Hero. Oh, I saw you bring down the Tyrant's Lash. Camp of camps. Inside the town next to it, I heard tell of a great dew collector. Giant tub. Maybe something in there.
So, hey, I've got intel for something you've already done. I really should visit all these exclamation points before continuing, just because it gives you some extra information for doing stuff. I trust you're finished, Chum. So let me wreck the car again. I'm pretty sure sniper camp, minefield camp. Yeah, I left most of the easy ones left. That's 2 minefield. Quite a lot of these things I've got a lot to do left. But as far as I'm aware, you've got the 3 main regions, and then Gastown, obviously. The dump. I think I'm going to leave them on this pinkish colour with most things done, but just so that, you know, I obviously don't get rid of the enemies. I thought there'd be a harder border between this, like, complete desert and, are we in there yet? No, okay. It's coming up. Oh, look at the stars. I probably should have been looking where I was going, but even still, what the fuck? How did I... Did I really just penetrate? Oh, Jesus. Yes, I probably should have been watching where I was driving, but... Oh, Lord. Anyhow, if I... I have to get a certain distance away before I can call the vehicle. God, look at that sky.
I need the car.
There we go.
Here I am.
Sadly, if you get stuck in geometry, you basically just have to fast travel somewhere else. And hope that fast travel is not disabled, which has been a few times for me. I'm not entirely sure what triggers it, but there are odd times. I could follow the road, but why do that?
These dunes. A great tempest of sand raged here in the dark days. Drone and dried the flesh of men and machine alike. All for shallow graves. And the storm still...
Gastown is such a polluter, look at that.
Put up a flare to get the bearing.
What isn't? What is this building meant to be? I mean, obviously that's a chimney of somewhat, or a tower, so... Mark the second point. Oh wow, okay, so... Quite a large distance. I kind of wanted to pour more scrap into my vehicle to make it an awful lot better. The problem there being that I kind of need to gather a lot of scrap for 2 of the challenges. I think it's you need 10,000 in your bank to progress the challenge, which is basically a case of I'm fairly tanky now. My character's fully leveled. The car, yeah, it's got some decent upgrades. The engine's just the top V6 model. I think that's capped. Shush, chump. I think that's stuck on a quest at the moment. We have to progress more in the story before I can level the car up for that. But stuff like this, you know, armor, suspension, and the rest, I think, are just need scrap. So basically, gonna play the game for another day or two, just letting the camps generate scrap as I go. Okay, there is. Oh, is that the? No, okay, it's a generic advertisement sign. Thought it might have been the thing. Oh, well, there you go. They have done that before. I still find it incredibly odd that they just put out the sand. Now what? Reach the third point. Really? It's even... the first point was like here. That's odd. Scout the... Wait, are we looking at the area between the two? It's kind of weird. I'm more confused that we're trying to coordinate something with arbitrary positions around the map, and we're not doing any sort of map navigation or anything. Okay, there's one flare. There's... Oh, the flare looks like it's going down, but...
I think she said to look between the two flare signals.
Just gotta find an overlook that shows the...
Long look is a
I see, I see. You have your ways. Finally,
cute
it's
way of...
mine.
Oh, there's people on the ridge.
Where the angel flies, I too shall follow.
I want to go look at what that is.
This should provide a good enough view.
Oh no, they're the bridge tops. Okay. Okay, so there's a raised point in the centre. I guess we're going there to that hill.
Lie low here.
Certainly,
There.
yes. You know I would never
buried.
leave
Oh.
your side.
Is that a church? I'm looking right at it. That's interesting. How it fades into you there. Now what? Shan't complain, but I did look at that hill as we came over here, and that was definitely not visible. I mean, I get they have to have some mystery. Maybe they could have put a bunch of buildings in, and so then we had to select the right one from looking at it. That possibly would have been a bit more
I have not heard of this place before. Winds must
Believable.
have unearthed this tomb.
Okay, so we're going in the church, are we? This is a big church. Are people dead or not? Should I just roll down here? Oh, okay, you can fall off. I see.
Big.
Are we going to fight down here? Probably. Oh gosh. I wish they... My whole family. They just don't know when to stop shouting. And they're just shouting at each other. For the fun of it. I like that. I mean, yeah, it's grim. Pretty sure I've seen one of those in the Wasteland as well, but it's cool. I went to take a screenshot and hit the wrong button. Let's wait for that to get off the screen.
This was set up as an emergency shelter.
Looks like it. And it's... I'm actually really surprised the stretchers aren't under the floor, or through the floor rather. So I'm impressed. Worse games would have made that mistake. 13? Okay, it's quite a big establishment then. I'm glad we're up to 3,000 scrap. That's the most I've had on me so far, I think. Looks like we're having to go through this doorway here. Oh, spiral staircase. Okay. These sort of buildings didn't... I'm just trying to think. The sort of skull catacomb thing really wasn't popular in that style building.
Themselves. Or shut someone out.
Okay, so barricades. I assume we have to blow up a door. That's why that's there. Yeah, I'm not sure why all this corrugated iron would be down here. Because they wouldn't be able to get it past that spiral staircase that we just came down, would they? Unless that, of course, is an opening that goes to a bigger thing. I have to imagine we're probably going to have a fight now with a bunch of people that come through.
Work.
No? Why have a lock chest as well as a... Thing is, it's unlikely you'd locate the church until you got to that point in the story, and by that point I'd have thought you'd have the Jimmy bar? Because I wasn't that far into the game before I had the ability to actually...
No. Work.
That's cheap game, very cheap. If there are zombies... Phew, yeah, light works again.
They barricaded themselves in here.
That's a lot of fuel.
They never came back out. Here they are. Just like she said.
So did they think this is food down
It's ready
here?
for pickup. Better head outside.
Why call it food stash? This looks just like cans of petrol. I mean, is it soup? Oh. I wonder if I could eat it all. Would I get a different outcome? Obviously I've spec'd my character now, so a single thing, a single tin fills me up quite a bit. So I'm not going to be able to eat it all, sadly. Okay, so time to leave. Are we going to have to fight our way out? Probably. Yep. Yep. These games.
The explosion explosion attracted attention.
Well, at least they're not going to be Nazi zombies. Why don't I just leave? Come on then. Ooh. I didn't say come on and throw stones at me. I mean, I should kill them for the sake of killing them. I don't know why he always goes for that last hit. Because I'm definitely not touching the controller when that happens. So I counted the eyes up and there were 8 there. Then when I jumped down there were 7. Like, maybe I just can't count. Well, this is the problem. Okay, so we've done that. I guess we can have our maggot farm now. And with all that scrap, I'm actually going to spend the 1,500 to unlock the maggot farm. To unlock the scrap or the, whatever you call it, mark site. Okay.
Now she sends her crew over.
I guess it's, they call it stop now. Right. Now the maggot farm. I think it's on the 2nd level, up by that person there. Nah, it's here. That's the thing, it's like, oh, it's up here somewhere. There we go. Excellent.
Every day blended into the other.
So that's that maxed. That's maxed. That is maxed, but for some reason it doesn't always show 4 cogs. Maybe that means... No, I'm pretty sure I've done everything there. So I don't know why that's not showing it. And we've got a bunch of those things to do. But that's going to be for another day. I'm not sure when I'm going to play Mad Max again next. But it's definitely coming along. Half enjoying the game, half thinking it still needs a lot of work. But obviously it's released now, so that's never going to happen. Anyhow, thanks for watching.